Okay guys, I'm back and, well, just a day later actually from part 2, but now we're on part 3 of Fatal Frame 3, so let's get on with it. Well, when we last left off, Ray had an unfortunate encounter in the hospital with the plane crash survivor Yoshino Takagawa. What was her name again? Let's go into notes. The female survivor. I'm sorry. What was her name? Yeah, Yoshino Taka, Takagawa. Whatever. In fact, now that I think about it, I remember the third night being pretty short too. I think we just. I might be wrong, but maybe we actually just go right back into the room with where I first found Yoshino, and this time she attacks for some reason. I guess now that she's a ghost. But anyway. Yep. In fact, that's what the walkthrough seems to say here, so. But apparently I can go right back to the hearth room where I first fought the mother and daughter pair of ghosts that keep accusing me of killing their husband slash father or something like that. Apparently there's herbal medicine has just reappeared under the stairs, so awesome. Could always use more of that, especially considering I'm not too good at the Fatal Frame games as much as I love them. Yep. Okay, and it says there's a couple of ghosts I can snapshot up in the corridor, which let's make sure before I go up those stairs so that I don't walk in unprepared and end up missing. Second floor corridor or first floor corridor? That's the question. Okay, so there is no first floor corridor apparently. I think the corridor is the room where there's like a enclosed square-shaped room in the middle of it, which really makes no sense, and there was just some weird little girl hammering stuff on the walls. Okay, so let's just move in here real nice and slow. I just sort of reacted as soon as I saw something. Hup. What is this? I can't even really see anything. And come to think, okay. Yeah. Turns out on the other side of this wall the whole time where I first saw Yoshino, it was actually the same bedroom where I found her last night, so she's been here the whole time, in the same place. And this time she has weird, unidentifiable shadows or something crowded around her. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's get back up to the bedroom where she is. Come to think, I wonder when we'll get to play as one of the other two characters. It hasn't happened yet. But then again, I know the subsequent nights, after, I don't know, the third, fourth, or fifth night in this game are actually a lot longer. You have to complete a lot, many more objectives, you know, to get through a certain night. And the game just kind of skipped. Uh-oh. Okay, and in this room there's also some Type 14 film, I think. And I just got turned around. I don't know which direction. Yep. That's an odd camera angle. Let's see, any film anywhere. In a dresser, maybe? It says it's in a chest. Ah, here we are. And what's this on the floor? A Buddha statue or something. Hup! Oh, it's a little girl again. I somehow caught her in a fatal frame. Only a two-hitter though, she went behind the wall. Actually, she'd probably already be gone if I was using more powerful film, but... And I wouldn't know because I haven't... Again, I haven't played this game so much. But, the walkthrough's admonishing me to save even Type 14 film for later. Oh, hi. And disappeared. Come on, little girl, I don't have all day. Goodbye. You know, come to think, I haven't checked the camera menu in a while. Maybe I can upgrade something. I don't even think I need, like, spirit stones, like in the last game, in order to actually, you know, unlock the next, you know, upgrade slot. Max power charge. If you power up, possible charge amount increases. Well, isn't that the same as... Oh, well, I guess that's special powers in this, whoops. This is basic, so let's go ahead and upgrade that once, because, you know, you can't do a lot of damage if you can't, you know, if you keep your charge gauge at its beginning level. I wonder what exactly, you know, Ray does to upgrade her camera. I mean, I know I'm thinking way too hard on that, but it's just... I've always been curious when they introduce concepts like this on how you power up. And there go the shadows. Going over to take care of Yoshino. Yeah, apparently this is the whole entire third night, just going back up to the bedroom where Yoshino was, and this time fighting her. So I'll go ahead and include the fourth night in the same episode, I guess. It'd be way too short if I ended it here. And yet she's not here right now. At least not in this cutscene. You know, I wonder if this is the moment. I recall like one particular scare in which you open up that closet, you find something in there, and as you turn around, like, you know, something appears behind you in the closet. I won't say exactly what because that'll kind of spoil the... But I wonder if this is when it happens. I know it happens at some point. I distinctly remember this one because I was like, whoa. Hi, Yoshino. Although she's dead now, instead of merely just in your dream. But she can still talk. No need to be scared, Ray. They're actually quite easy to defeat. Alright, what you guys got? Come to think, where did you go? Oh, it actually increased my max gauge. Just upgrading it once increased it by like 2 little notches there. There were only 4 originally. I think I kind of got them split up here, so that's really not too good. I don't... no matter how easy the ghosts in and of themselves are to fight, if there's 3 of them kind of attacking you from different directions, well, that's hard to manage. And I didn't realize that they didn't have to get that close before actually doing damage to me. I better take a shot as soon as they bend forward. Or I can just do that. That's good enough. Oh, I'm on Type 14 film. I thought I was on Type 7. I wonder if they automatically equip you onto Type 7 before, like every time you start a new night. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah. There you are. They just sort of headbutt you. It seems they generally remain together. Oh. Okay, I really need to quit playing around here. I need to just hit them. Where did they go? Oh. Now Yoshino's attacking me. I guess I didn't have to defeat them? Actually? I'm getting better at doing fatal frame combos. Oh! Kind of in my face, lady. I better heal. Yeah, personal space, Yoshino. Just kind of back off there, chick. She just kind of keeps attacking. She doesn't really back up at all. Be gone, woman! I missed a third chance. Jeez. She is just up in your grill. Type 7 film really sucks. I've gotten like, what, 7 fatal frames on her and she's still not gone? Die already! Oh, bad. Not good. Ugh. This lady does not give up easily. Actually... Oh, okay. I was wondering, can I even defeat her? Am I supposed to, like, let myself get... Huh. Oh, good, they provide us subtitles, because I could not make out a word of that. And the bruise extends further, I'm sure. Huh? Oh. Yeah, Ray, you might be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, chick. Well, it's the dawn of a new day, so... let's go hanging about Ray's apartment again. Which, by the way, is unusually big. Let's see if there's anything else to say on... The bruise appears. Well, that's not really anything new, so... Okay, so apparently now we can do a little ghost hunting in our own house. According to the walkthrough, so... says you'll notice a grainy... kind of a grainy screen effect, which Fatal Frame is fond of doing, letting you know that danger's nearby as you leave Ray's room, but I don't really see anything. Oh, never mind. Not quite yet. Apparently I have to talk to Miku first. And Miku somehow got a hold of Yoshino's diary. And they just gave it to Miku, who claimed she knew her because, well, Yoshino's family was apparently all killed in the same accident that Yoshino survived. Fair enough, I guess. August 10th. Sunny. I heard it's good for the heart to write in a diary and have someone read it. By doing this, maybe I will stop seeing that terrible dream. Ooh, that's not good for you, Ray, because you're basically... that's basically identifies you. I'm sad being all alone. If I can have someone read this in some way, maybe I will connect with them. True. August 11th, cloudy. My family in... excuse me. Naya? Let's just say Naya. Died, but being alone is more frightening than even that harsh fact. More than the accident itself, being the only one living afterwards, waiting endlessly. That was more frightening. Left all alone in the total darkness, a sweltering night but freezing cold. August 13th, cloudy again. I had a nasty dream. Snow fell in an old abandoned house. I'm all alone and lost, but they might all be in the house. I can meet them. I sense that. If I go in, I can meet them. They're calling me, but if I go in, I may not be able to return. But if that's what he wants... August 18th, cloudy. Bit by bit, I go in deeper. I'm cold. It's getting dark. I can hear a song. Naya's in there. Mom, Dad, everyone besides me, all in there. They all left me behind, left me and went in, because only I survived. August 27th, rainy. It's painful. Is the pain the dream? The tattoo spreads. Oh, again, not good for you, Ray. The doctor says he can't see anything. Overseas, they apparently call emotional trauma after an incident like this post-traumatic stress disorder, but I can see it. Some day later. After sleeping several days, I'm only half awake. Gradually, I come not to know whether I'm awake or asleep. The doctor seemed interested when he listened to my story. Maybe he is becoming more sympathetic. But that dream and the pain are mine alone. The pain is spreading. Another day. Rainy? Not sure. Am I to blame since I'm the only one who survived? Because it's not like I chose to survive. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. What should I do? What? Forgive me. Apparently she's having a conversation with somebody as she's writing this. That woman is coming after me. I can see her even when I'm awake. I can't take being touched again. I don't want to see anymore. Okay, plot hole. She's talking, I mean, she's writing in her diary clearly after the accident happened. But I could swear earlier that, you know, the previous night Miku said that, you know, this day had just happened like, you know, the accident just happened like a few days ago from the present, and that Yoshino had been comatose in the hospital ever since. Yet, you just kind of keep telling yourself, no matter what plot holes you could find in this game, none of them will ever be near as dumb as the least stupid thing that was said in Parasite Eve 3.
Ray, you've been working too hard. You should get some rest.
Actually, was I working at all today? Huh. Okay, well it says there should be something in the kitchen. Nothing doing. Okay. Well, let's try back here. Apparently if I just sort of enter the dark room and come back as I walk by the altar room, another ghost will appear. And well, it'd be the first one I've seen personally, but apparently not the first one you could have seen in the game. And quickly. Except I went too far past the door. Oops. And if this were the second playthrough, apparently I could have also snapped a shot of a ghost child in my closet up in Ray's bedroom. Well, unfortunately I missed out on those opportunities, I guess. You know, I just made that little sound subconsciously from a skit on Mad TV. Speaking of snapshots, I guess if you were a fan of Mad TV, you might remember like this segment they did for a little while called Snapshot Stories. The only one I ever saw was with Nicole Sullivan, and you know it was like just still frames of her, you know, like walking out into the parking lot of you know, like the Mad TV studio, and she met somebody unfamiliar, had the security guard beat her up because she didn't have a security pass, and then she goes back to Will Sasso and brags about it, and then like here's the lady coming back, you know, up the stairs, and she's like, "Hey, let's beat the crap out of her again." And when they do, like Will Sasso takes a look at her and is like, "That's my aunt. She's like visiting from out of town. She just came to the studio to see me, you know." And so then like Will Sasso and Aunt Betty like both gang up on Nicole Sullivan and then like, you know, beat her with a baseball bat, throw her down the stairs. It's just funny the way they show it with snapshots. And she just tells the story so casually, like, you know, just everyday life. So I guess if you want to see that skit, go to YouTube and type in Mad TV snapshot stories or something. But like as Nicole is walking along, you know, in the still frames, she would just make this little noise like do 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 do. Mad TV was funny back in the day. All right, fourth night. Let's see what happens next. I wonder if I'm actually going to make any progress in the house this time, you know, explore new rooms and crap. Oh, and this time I appeared in the room where I fought Yoshino. Cool. Saved me the trouble of coming back up here to retrieve the item she left, which is obviously that shiny thing in the corner. Okay. 4-point well key. I have no idea where that goes. Huh? Oh, there's two here. One of them's the shadow, and the other one's the... Is that Yoshino again? Or is it the other lady who keeps accusing me of killing her husband or something? Yoshino, get out of my way! Could have taken a fatal frame shot there as she was recovering from her attempted strangulation. Oh good, this time she didn't have near as much HP. Cool. Because that would have sucked, you know, fighting, you know, what was the boss of the previous night, you know, again as a random enemy. Immediately. Something going on? There's weird groaning coming from somewhere. I can't tell if it was from back here at the... Well, in any event, it looks like I missed it. I mean, the camera seemed to go, like, right behind Ray, like it was, you know, behind these doors right here. Yeah, she thought she heard voices, but she... And I thought there was a, you know, an opening somewhere where I could have... Yep, right here. Oh well. Okay, so apparently the door I can open with this new key is in the first floor stairs hallway. Ah, I remember that. It was where I took the picture on the second night. Where there was a like a bunch of bloodstains against the wall and some groaning off to the side. Huh? Something's here. Actually, let's go ahead and switch to Type 14 film. I'm willing to take the risk. Oh, well, yep, it already equips me on it. Well, I thought I saw the ghost sensor going off, but apparently it was either my imagination or I just missed it, and I should not be going up to the third floor. Let's see, it was down here. Huh. Now there's no blood here at all. Oh, that's the door. Okay. Now, where have we appeared? We are now in the stained corridor. That does not sound like a good place to be. Oop. There's a vaguely human-shaped burn mark on the wall. And apparently there's quite a few of them. And I hear some groaning. What's this? A hand stuck in the wall. Okay. And there's also left side of the corridor there. Go through another door. Okay. I think this leads out into a... No, I was wrong. I do not believe I should go there yet. What's the other door in this room? It goes out to a graveyard or something. Yeah, here we are.
I remember now. I remember this place.
Yeah, I think it was in your very first stream, wasn't it? What have we got here? Yeah, just more curiously undeveloped photos. I guess Ray will find out more about that when she returns to the real world and can use her dark room. Let's see, I know there was a... Surely there's an item or something we can retrieve in here. Yeah, sacred water. Cool. Oh, it says I can take a picture of an optional ghost at the well. If this was indeed a well. Huh? Oh, where are you? Where are you? Well, wherever you are, you're gone. That sucks. I'm not very good at capturing ghosts, am I? And of course these doors are locked. 2 mandarins. What's a mandarin? Okay, well, back into the stained corridor, apparently. Oh, hi. And who are you? A creaking floor ghost, apparently, who suddenly disappeared as soon as I closed the door, even though he was right there. Well, whatever. Didn't feel like fighting him. And here there's just more, disembodied groaning. Creepy. And in such a dark and narrow space as this, if Ray had an ounce of brain power in her, she would not venture down here. Especially when she pretty much enters a crawl space. Why don't we not find out? Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so apparently we go back to the stairs hallway and some new stuff will happen. You know the big hallway that's, you know, connected by that connects all 3 floors. Apparently the hand disappeared. Hello? Well, I guess you pretty much have to get either a Shutter Chance of Fatal Frame and knock him back, or be prepared to, you know, let go of the camera and, you know, move backwards as fast as possible, because they do not relent at all. And I think I caught another man at oh! This isn't a very good place to fight them, I will admit. In fact, why don't we take it outside? Oh, can't. Oh, this hallway is square-shaped. Okay, here we go. Take that. Well, I could swear there was 2 of them. Sleeping stone. Carved in relief into a lithograph stone the size of my palm is a horizontal line, like the character for 1. There's a raised hump on the back of the stone, maybe for fitting into something. Okay, so these random ghosts in and of themselves apparently have a story to them. So let's find out more about... Oh, well, there's more stuff on the tattooed woman. Her body covered in blue tattoo, same pattern spreading ever since she touched me. The dream, the bruise, the manner, they're all connected somehow. Yeah. If it carries on like this, then yes, you will die too, Ray. I hate to break it to you. As for the men in white, the men who appeared in black stained corridor, wearing ragged white robes and tall court hats. Was it their voices I heard the corridor walls moaning? What was happening to them in there? What else? The cold, lonely state of haunting and torture. Okay, so now we go back up to the 3rd floor of the stairs hallway, and there will be something new up there. Oh, looks like there was a puzzle of some sort the whole entire time, and oh, that's where the sleeping stone goes into. I just didn't notice it the first time. Let's get the camera ready for this one.
Stay away.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay. So... Huh. Minute script is engraved on the stone slate. Engrave the pedestal the same number of panes as are carved on the sleeping stone. What does that mean? You know what? I'm not even going to try to figure that one out. Let's just look at the walkthrough and get it done. Oh, whoops. Go back to the beginning? Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not sure why you do the puzzle that way, what that has to do with the number of panes, what? What does that represent? Now where am I? Oh, you're gonna try walking across the roof, really? Okay, apparently there is a secret ghost out here. Oh good, you can't actually walk off the roof. Okay. Well, it said walk off to the left and somewhere... Guess not. Either that or the walkthrough has the directions confused. Which is understandable, I do that all the time. So let's just go to the other side. Whatever, we'll just skip that particular ghost and proceed into the attic room. And the Mandarin key to the door at the bottom of the graveyard is here. There was also a new equipped function. I don't believe this one was in either of the first two games. When you're caught by a ghost, if your timing pressing the shoot button is good, you can evade the attack. Oh yeah, there's just kind of a little animation of, the camera going off in the ghost's face as, as it grabs Ray. Oop! Went behind the wall. Well, at least he doesn't really teleport around, I don't think. There he is. And this time I should be able to get a combo shot on him since he won't go behind the wall as he stumbled back. But I didn't get a chance to do that. Okay, what just happened? I just moved, like, the dresser out of the way? What? Huh? There's a joint in the floorboards, but it's held fast by something and I can't get it open. Okay, well. We got another agenda anyway, so apparently, oh! God, I was getting the camera ready to, look down here, and Man in White just sort of went out right in front of me. And as soon as he came, he left. I guess he decided it wasn't worth the trouble. Okay, so back down to the first floor bleh, graveyard. Sorry. Uh, those men in white kind of appear frequently, don't they? There goes the groaning again. In fact, walkthrough's telling me that the men in white are going to appear again in front of me as I try to open the doors. Then again, maybe not. Maybe he's that was the encounter that was supposed to happen up on the roof, and because I was, in the wrong spot of the graveyard, on the roof instead of the floor, the encounter just kind of glitched, and whatever, I won't complain. And it looks like this is the end of the fourth night. There goes you. And there goes me waking up. Why is it always raining in the mornings around here? Even if Ray realizes that some serious supernatural, shit is happening to her at this time, I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt her to try checking with a doctor. I mean, maybe that bruise is actually something physically wrong, and she could at least get rid of that, by checking in with a medical professional. Oh, and the undeveloped film from that I took on the fourth night just happened to be in the camera. So let's go take a gander. Phone's ringing. Miku, could you get that? Never mind, I'll get it. Gotta do everything around here.
Yes, Kurosawa speaking.
Do the Japanese always introduce themselves by their last name? So let's see. Miku gathered all the information I got from the editor about the woman yesterday. I wanted you to see it. Laying on a desk in my room, so please go take a look if you like. Gotten a little worried about all this. There's one other thing I wanted to check out. I'll be back after I finish.
I understand. Thanks.
Miku always seems to be already up and about in the mornings as I wake up. But then again, she's not the one having, torturous dreams of being chased by ghosts in an unfriendly haunted house and all this other crap. Oh. The walkthrough I'm looking at is telling me that, I guess just as a joke, he's like, I bet Miku has a collage of camera obscures that, that come together to, in the shape of Mafuyu's head plastered on our wall or something. Yeah, that'd be a little bit obsessive. Okay, she said it was lying on her desk, but let's just poke about for the heck of it. A bag with the Japanese pattern hangs on the wall. A somber kind of pattern for a girl not yet out of her teens. Well, you can't really blame Miku for being a little bit on the gloomy side these days, you know? After all she went through. And after all she's about to go through in this game. On the desk are a small dressing mirror, a lamp with a paper shade, Miku made the shade, and the cloth that hangs over the mirror herself. I guess that's not her desk that she was referring to. That's a dresser. That's a desk, SK. Miku always keeps her desk so neatly arranged. Yeah, unlike me, I'm looking at my computer desk right now that I'm sitting in front of, and there's like a can of root beer. Speakers are, you know, kind of randomly assorted about. There's a Bible, 2 controllers and wires everywhere, and my PS2. And a Dex drive, and my phone, and, well, that's boring stuff, you don't want to hear that. Yoshino Takegawa. The woman in the photograph, named Yoshino Takegawa, 26. She was the only survivor of a plane crash that occurred in August. Following is a comment from, well, what's the present date? Following is a comment from a reporter named Ozawa who covered it. When the plane crashed, Ms. Takegawa was thrown out of the aircraft and was mostly untouched by the fire. Also, the arbor where she was thrown became a cushion, and she was thus miraculously saved. When rescued, her external injuries were mild burns, bruises, and scrapes, and it was determined there was no threat to her life, but it took 4 days to find that she was very dehydrated, weak, and... But as it took 4 days to find her, we found her very dehydrated, weak, and distressed, and she seemed to be suffering mentally. During those 4 days, she was surrounded by other victims, her relatives, and her lovers' corpses. Ew. Next is what I heard from someone at hospital admissions. After hospitalization, she was extremely frightened of being alone or sleeping. She apparently had frightening dreams and would even hurt herself to stay awake. But over time, the amount she slept grew longer, and she spent most of the day sleeping. At first, it was thought she was sleeping due to the psychological trauma she experienced, but her condition gradually grew worse, and she would sleep for 3 days straight. Okay, so apparently it has been quite a while since this plane crash happened, if we're talking about, like, progression of her condition like this. When she awoke, she would complain of hallucinations, saying pain or there are bruises all over my body. As her hallucinations grew worse, she became less responsive to outside stimulus during her waking hours, and she would sometimes mutter deliriously or sing lullabies. The past several days she hasn't woken, and the rest is as Ray saw. This is also just a hospital rumor, but the staff has a long-standing urban legend amongst themselves about patients like Takegawa, or who they call lost patients. And that hospital hasn't, like, gone under from lawsuits yet? I'm finding little things here and there. Placed between the pages of Miku's notebook is a copy of a newspaper cutting with today's date written on it. Oh, what is today's date? On the night of the 9th, I'm going to assume September 9th, a patient disappeared from her ward in Katsuragi Hospital, and the police are currently searching for her. The missing person is the sole survivor of the August plane crash, Yoshino Takegawa. Not on Ray's behalf, alerting the authorities, certainly. They just had to sort of wander into the hospital room themselves and see. Ms. Takegawa became emotionally unstable after the accident. She was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and hospitalized long-term. The hospital's response to her disappearance went no further than we are investigating the details. Ms. Takegawa lost all her family in the accident, and concerns have been raised about her current whereabouts. She's gone. There's really no use investigating that. She is in the world of the dead right now. Oh, it's Miku and Maifuyu. No, more likely brother and sister. She's always been cheerful enough, but I don't think I've ever seen her look quite this concerned. She looks like she's smiling in the picture to me. I heard she lost a family member. Could this person in the picture be him? Well, let's go look up the updates on our notes here. Disappearances. According to Miko's research, Yoshino Takagawa was asleep almost all the time just before she disappeared. After the accident, she slept longer and longer hours, and whenever she woke up, she would hum what sounded like a lullaby. Apparently, the medical community is abuzz with rumors of similar occurrences, hospital patients who just disappear. Is this another of those urban legends? Can you actually make a rumor out of something like that? It must have actually happened, you know? A line of grays, an older house looming up behind. Yep. And Miku. The girl who works as my assistant, she's the sister of Yu's best friend. My Fuyu was also Yu's best friend? I thought that other dude K was. Maybe that's actually a mistake in the writing or something. I heard she lost a relative, which, yeah, is her relative, who apparently was also Yu's best friend. The photo on her desk showed her with a young man who looked like her brother. She's always been a cheerful person, but I haven't often seen her smile as happily as in that picture. I wonder if the person she lost was someone she was very close to. Maybe she lost someone special, just like me. You just really gotta feel sorry for the main characters in this series. It sucks to be them. Alright, well, let's see if there's anything else we can do. Oh, develop those pictures for one. Wonder if there is also any... there's any ghosts down here or anything. There's the cat. Apparently Miku should be down here and I can give her the pictures to investigate, but that's only if I'd already taken care of them in the dark room, which we can do that now, I'm sure. Yeah, here we go. And what have we got here? Picture of the graveyard and the black stained hallway. So, Ray, just give him to your personal errand girl and we'll get on with the game. Maybe Miku's in her room. Knock, knock, knock. Okay, don't knock or anything.
Having trouble sleeping? Do you need to sleep in here with me?
Sorry, I've got the
Sounds like you're having a lot of
got the game
nightmares
volume
lately.
turned down so that,
Are
you know,
alright?
make sure it doesn't bleed over into the audio file in which I'm speaking, so that ends up creating an echo like before. So I could not make that out. But I guess you can since you can adjust the volume of the video yourself when it's played back to you.
What can I do for you? Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.
She just sort of says, thanks, like, yeah, I know you're going to do it before Miku agrees to do it. I know, I'm just picking on Ray. Okay, and apparently over in Yu's old room, There is a new book on the bookshelf we can take a look at. And the bookcase is the book Occultism that Amakura wrote about in his letter. Oh, K Amakura. It's just about the camera obscura again. It's a device used to capture the otherworld made by occultist Kunihiko Aso. From the late 19th to early 20th century, he tried to communicate and get proof of this other world. The term occultist refers to people involved in the movement to verify Eastern thought using contemporary Western technology. Kunihiko Aso is a prime example of such an occultist. The camera obscura was one of his quintessential experiments. Sorry, I actually do not know what that means, nor am I totally sure how to pronounce that. He modified the camera at the time still rare camera by adding a special lens and film. It was supposed to capture unbelievable things normally invisible to the naked eye, like so-called different phase interval and spirits and ghosts. Why are they putting that in quotation marks? They are very rare nowadays, but apparently these cameras are still traded among curio dealers, whatever they are. Most have been broken, and we have lost the chance to see the other world as well as Aso's achievements for eternity. Well, except I've got one such camera myself. Well, since I know Miku is going to find out more about the two places that have showed up in the undeveloped photos later, we can look at that when there's more information. A scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century, Kunihiko Aso. He used the technology of the West to make various machines designed to prove the existence of the other world. The camera obscura was one of his inventions, according to the book. It could photograph supernatural objects existing on an alternate plane. Was he somehow connected to the manor? We shall see. What was the camera doing inside the manor? Who knows? Plot points have their uses, don't they? Okay, well, I think we're over the hour mark, and we've covered quite a bit of ground today, so I believe I will call it an episode right here, and I will see you next time in part 4. Later, guys.